Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that has minted millionaires overnight and left traditional financial analysts scratching their heads. We're talking about the biggest crypto boom in history. What caused it? Who were the biggest winners? And most importantly, what can we learn from this unprecedented period of explosive growth? So picture this. It's late 2020. The world is grappling with a global pandemic, economies are shaky, and central banks are printing money like there's no tomorrow. In this environment of uncertainty and inflation fears, a perfect storm was brewing for an alternative asset class. People started looking for a place to put their money that wasn't tied to traditional systems, and many found their answer in cryptocurrency. This wasn't just a rerun of the 2017 boom, which was largely driven by retail investors hearing about Bitcoin for the first time. No, the 2021 boom was different. This time, the big players came to the party. We're talking about institutional investors, hedge funds, and even major corporations like Tesla and MicroStrategy adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets. When a company like Tesla announces it bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, the world takes notice. This institutional validation was a massive green flag, signaling to the wider market that crypto was no longer just a niche interest for tech enthusiasts. It was becoming a serious, legitimate asset class. This influx of smart money created a tidal wave of confidence. Suddenly, financial news networks were talking about Bitcoin's price targets, not just its risks. This mainstream acceptance was a powerful catalyst. As prices started climbing, something else kicked in. FOMO, the fear of missing out. Retail investors, seeing the big institutions jump in and hearing stories of incredible gains, flooded into the market. Apps like Robinhood, Coinbase, and Binance made it easier than ever for the average person to buy crypto with just a few taps on their phone. This accessibility poured gasoline on an already raging fire. But it wasn't just about Bitcoin. While Bitcoin led the charge, breaking its previous all-time high and soaring past $60,000, the rest of the crypto market, known as altcoins, went into overdrive. This period is often called alt season, and it was spectacular. Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, had its own major moment. Why? Because of the explosion in decentralized finance, or DeFi. Think of DeFi as a parallel financial system being built on the blockchain, primarily on Ethereum. You could lend, borrow, and earn interest on your crypto without ever going through a bank. The yields were often mind-boggling, sometimes reaching double or even triple-digit percentages. Projects like Aave, Compound, and Uniswap became household names in the crypto space, and the value of their tokens skyrocketed. This DeFi summer, as it was called, showed the world that crypto wasn't just digital gold. It could also be the foundation for a whole new, more open financial world. And then there were the NFTs, non-fungible tokens. If you thought DeFi was wild, NFTs took things to a whole other level. Suddenly, digital art, collectibles, and even tweets were being sold for millions of dollars. An artist named Beeple sold a digital collage at Christie's auction house for $69 million. Projects like CryptoPunks and Bored Ape Yacht Club became digital status symbols, with celebrities and investors alike clamoring to get their hands on one. NFTs captured the public imagination in a way that complex financial protocols couldn't. They merged art, culture, and technology, bringing a massive new wave of people into the crypto ecosystem who might not have been interested in finance alone. It was the ultimate expression of digital ownership. Of course, we can't talk about the boom without mentioning the meme coins. Dogecoin. A cryptocurrency started as a joke, featuring a Shiba Inu dog, suddenly found itself being championed by one of the richest people in the world, Elon Musk. Every tweet he sent about Doge seemed to send its price soaring. This led to a frenzy of meme coin speculation, with coins like Shiba Inu, nicknamed the Dogecoin Killer, also seeing astronomical gains. This was perhaps the most speculative and, for many, the most bewildering part of the boom. It demonstrated the sheer power of social media, community hype, and celebrity influence in this new market landscape. It was chaotic, irrational, and for a lucky few, incredibly profitable. So let's recap the key drivers of this historic boom. First, you had institutional adoption providing a foundation of legitimacy and a massive injection of capital. Second, you had the rise of DeFi, showcasing the real-world utility of smart contract platforms like Ethereum. Third, the NFT craze brought culture and a new demographic into the space. And fourth, the meme coin mania, driven by social media and retail FOMO, pushed market excitement to a fever pitch. All of this was happening against a macroeconomic backdrop of low interest rates and high inflation, making crypto an attractive alternative for investors big and small. But as we all know, what goes up must come down. The boom was followed by a significant correction. Regulatory concerns, environmental debates about Bitcoin mining, and macroeconomic shifts caused the market to cool off. Many who bought at the peak saw their portfolios shrink dramatically. It's a harsh but important reminder that the crypto market is incredibly volatile. The historic boom was a lesson in technology, finance, and human psychology. It showed the power of decentralization and the speed at which innovation can occur. It also highlighted the dangers of speculation and the importance of doing your own research. Don't just follow the hype. Understand what you're investing in. So, what are the lasting impacts? Well, even after the correction, the crypto landscape has been forever changed. The institutional infrastructure that was built during the boom is still here. The innovations in DeFi and NFTs are still being developed and refined. Millions of new people were onboarded into the world of digital assets. The biggest crypto boom in history wasn't just a bubble, it was a catalyst. It accelerated the adoption curve and forced the world to take this technology seriously. We witnessed a fundamental shift, and the seeds planted during that incredible time will continue to grow and shape the future of finance and the internet for years to come. What a ride it was. What are your most vivid memories from the 2021 bull run? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to learn more about the fascinating world of crypto, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video. We'll see you in the next one.